Welcome to Good Mythical More. Over the centuries, decades, I don't know what, all lengths of time, from the beginning of history to now, slang words have been invented to express different scenarios. Sometimes it's the newfangled slang that replaces the old, but sometimes the old needs to replace the new, and that's what we're going to decide today.
We're going to be the arbiters.
Yeah.
But first, let's play Who You Talking About. We're going to read
You talking about
a comment that one of you made about one of us and decide who it was about. Justin said, blank tongue deep in someone's eat like an anteater was not something I wanted to picture.
I don't get it.
Blank's
Tongue deep.
Blank tongue deep in someone's eat like an anteater was not something I wanted to picture.
It's supposed to be ear.
Ear!
Ear, not eat. I got it.
Blank's tongue deep in someone's ear like an anteater.
Who put someone's their tongue in an ear? I don't think I would have done that, but I don't think you would have done that.
I think you might have done it.
I think if you backed against a wall, you would have done it.
But somebody's ear?
I don't think I would have done it. I think it's you. I wouldn't have done it.
If you go in the hole,
See?
it tastes like wax.
What's
It's
wrong
nasty.
with you? You just go on the. You just stay down.
Oh, you go on the other part? Like
Yeah.
but if you run the maze with your tongue, you're gonna get to the destination.
No.
Oh, nobody did it.
Oh, yeah. It was.
It's a hypothetical
you created
conversation.
A mental image.
Oh, sorry.
Your fault.
Yeah, somebody. All right, sorry you pictured that. I didn't actually do it, but I think that is how what you're. All right, I stand by it. Okay, bless you, Chase. You've bless you, child. Stevie,
Man, you
hit it,
guys,
hit it.
I forget that your college experience. I mean, it's interesting because, what Rhett was projecting in the real world video was a real good time.
Yeah, he wasn't having.
So you would
he never
think,
had a good time.
Yeah.
Yep.
I guess
Hey,
not.
you don't need alcohol to have a good time.
That's right.
Right.
That's right. Hey, who came up with the hop splash?
We
for the minette?
We had a
You know what I'm
great time
saying?
in college. Oh,
We did have a great time.
we
in
had the
college.
best time of our lives.
No, I'm having a great time right now.
I mean, maybe not quite as good as now, but
I think I'm having the best time of my life right now.
pretty dang good.
But that might be because I just learned how to shotgun a beverage.
You're going to show off at the next party.
You gonna bring that thing? The claw?
They already took it.
They've already taken it.
I'll never get it back.
Chase, are you? I see there's one right there. Are you taking that? Are you taking that with you?
Yeah, I want to.
You want it?
I'll try it out.
All right. I know you do.
You could throw a really good party with all three of those things we tried today.
Yep. That's right.
What was the first one?
Hot dog reamer.
Oh, yeah. I'm definitely going to make a couple of those. I'm not going to buy them. I'm going to make them.
That's weird. You seem to be so experienced with the hot dogger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
bet you can use a broomstick, too.
It's kind of you have to
God.
whittle the end down a little bit into something.
Because what you do is you have a broomstick that's just like in the kitchen, that's kind of up against the counter, and then anybody who wants it can come up on it.
Right. Just come up on it. Just, yep.
We just got a stack of bread and a broomstick.
So Stevie, you're gonna give us a term,
I'm gonna give you some slang.
multiple slang that all mean the same thing.
Yeah, and then
Different
like
eras.
we definitively will decide whether or not people are allowed to use the other slang. We'll pick one.
Mm-hmm.
So, person that is not cool. Your options are square from the 1940s,
Yeah.
nerd from the 1950s, dweeb from the 1980s.
Dweeb.
Dweeb?
We got to keep dweeb.
Because nerd is something else.
Nerds have ascended.
Nerds have ascended. That's exactly right.
Nerds run the world. They define culture. We should all be scared of them.
It says the
Dweeb.
first documented appearance of the word nerd was in a Dr. Seuss book called If I Ran the Zoo.
Really?
Yeah.
Dr. Seuss invented the word nerd?
Well, somebody had to.
Yes.
Gee whiz.
I don't like square.
I don't like. Why do I not like? I don't like dweeb either, though. But like,
you gotta choose
it's a derogatory term. Square is like.
Square could be a good thing. Sometimes you need a square to show up.
Square. I don't know. I think I like square better because when you say dweeb, it's hard to not seem like a dweeb.
When
But
you're
if you say
saying dweeb,
yeah, it's like if you're calling somebody a dweeb, it's like, did you just seriously call somebody a dweeb? It's like you're gonna get called out for trying to bring that one back. But you say, I don't know, yeah, he's kind of square.
well, you're thinking about it in an interesting way. I'll give you that.
He's kind of square. Then it's like, okay, yeah.
But I'm thinking about what the word means, not how the word being said makes you seem.
If the word for somebody not being cool makes you uncool, in this scenario, I think that matters more.
I think calling somebody a dweeb is. I think I can maintain my coolness and do that.
Is that the face you'd be making?
I mean, oh, dweeb, yeah, dweeb. See, I was cool 3 times in a row. But if I was like square, like I said, you're such a square. See, I lose confidence even when it's coming out.
Yeah, like
You're such a square. See,
square.
but if I'm like dweeb. It's a very
Dweeb.
older brother thing to say. Like, I can't imagine dweeb being good in any scenario, but a square is a building block. You know what I'm saying? You put a square in a room, and then you can put other squares in the room. Next thing you know, you got a full room. You put a bunch of spheres or whatever they are, circles.
Dweeb. You have to
You put
bunch of
circles
dweebs
in the room. There's a lot of space.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about Tetrising a room.
All right. We'll go with dweeb.
I was on Link's side of that one until you
Till his
demonstrated your face. Is that like that's your face if you were a bully? Or that's your jock
I was
face?
a younger brother, so I got bullied by my brother. I never got the opportunity. Even though I was a big boy, I was never a bully. That was never a thing that I did. But I kind of wish maybe I had. Dweeb. I would've been good at it.
Yeah.
Dweeb.
The face,
Square.
it's really.
Yeah.
What are you, dweeb?
We're keeping dweeb.
Look at this dweeb.
Bring it back. Dweeb.
Okay. Drunk. Zozzled from the 1920s.
Zozzled.
Or lit, which is actually from the 1910s, and then it came back again in the 2010s.
But when it came back in the 2010s, was it?
Well, now
It's lit.
doesn't mean drunk. Lit, it's cool lit, but lit meaning drunk
Right.
was 1920s.
Zozzled got to win this. I mean, that is just.
Yeah.
You have few occasions to sincerely use a word with 3 Z's in it. You got to take it when it comes.
Zizzle.
Zizzle is not a word, dude.
Oh, you tell that to Snoop.
He said faux shizzle.
Sometimes
Not
he
zizzle.
says zizzle.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he has. He can rhyme anything.
I think zizzle. I think you zizzle before you get zozzled.
But I do agree, Zazzle.
Let's get our zizzle on.
Like, I am Zazzled.
I think let's get our zizzle on, and it's up to you whether you get zozzled.
I just shotgun 2. What do you call them? Hop times.
Hop times.
What are they called?
Hop splash.
I just
Hop times.
shotgun 2 hop splashes. I'm so Zazzled. See, it works.
That's great. Zozzled.
Lit, not working.
I also like in the 1920s, like you would have to imagine it's like speakeasies and like flappers and like, I don't know, that scene.
Oh, honey, let's get zozzled.
Mm-hmm.
Let's flap our flappers.
Okay, gossip. 411 from the 80s, or T from the 90s, which came
T is
back
still-
in the 2020s. Yeah.
So the 90s came back in the 2020s.
I like T because it's easier to say, first of all.
Spilling the tea.
And it works in so many contexts. And
I don't think it's going away.
yeah, 411 is kind of like, what are you talking about? Oh, well, it used to be like information number or whatever, but it's just like, it's a number. It's hard to remember.
Yeah.
But tea, people are going to keep drinking tea. I bet you forever.
And spilling the tea, and like the way that you
What's
drink
the tea?
tea, it's like the perfect thing for like gossip. It's like A little sip and a little share. A
the tea?
little whisper over the top of the teacup. You know what I'm saying? So people can't see my mouth. You know.
If something comes back, then I think it's got some staying power.
You know how coaches will be like talking to their players on their things, and they'll cover their mouth
because they don't want to get stolen.
so they can't see what they're saying.
Yeah.
I think that needs to be tea for them. I think all coaches, and not just British football coaches, all people need to be drinking. All coaches need to be drinking tea when concealing secrets.
Do you know who else does that, and it's become a thing? So, when professional sports people, like NBA players, on opposite teams go up to each other and talk after a game,
They cover their mouths.
They cover their mouths because they end up in bad lip reading, and people will take like, oh, these two people are talking to each other, and they'll just read their lips. And so now, like, if LeBron goes up to Steph Curry after a game, everybody covers their mouths to talk to each other. Watch next time.
Because of bad lip reading, or because of lip reading in general?
Both.
For privacy.
For privacy.
For privacy. They need teas.
They should give out teas after every NBA basketball game, so everybody can be like,
What's the tea? Spilling the tea. It all
But it's
works.
just Gatorade.
Like, that tea is hot. Like, it all works. Everything. It's like a complete. What's it called? What is tea for gossip? It's a thing for it. What's the word?
container.
You're close to
Boy,
saying.
I've got to pee so bad.
You got to pee so bad? You got 24
drank
ounces
24
coursing
ounces
through your body.
of drink.
Beer seed.
This is not directed towards anyone. Know it all. Your options are Smart Alec from the 1860s, Wise Guy from the 1800s, and then repopularized in the 1970s, or
Hey, what are you, a wise guy? From that.
Abercrombie, which I did not know that was the meaning of, from the 1930s.
What?
Abercrombie?
What? Do you have any other info on Abercrombie? It's half of a clothing brand.
I
What?
guess it's the one that knew everything.
So, if she calls somebody an Abercrombie, don't you have to know a lot in order to know that Abercrombie is what you would call a know-it-all? So isn't that like the pot calling the kettle black?
Well, I think the implication is that Fitch didn't know. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Fitch.
Are you an Abercrombie or are you a Fitch?
I guess I'm a Fitch.
I
Are
don't-
you asking?
I don't really like any of these. I mean, smart ass
Smart Alec.
is better than smart Alex.
Smart Alec is, I think that, I've always thought that to mean like if you're annoyingly,
Not being a know-it-all, but you're kind of being, you're saying something sarcastic to get under somebody's skin. In the same way that,
Yeah.
like, wise guy.
right.
What are you, a wise guy?
I think we're going to have to go with Abercrombie here.
Yeah,
We've learned something to now know what to call know-it-alls.
It's interesting. It says that the origin of the word is Scottish, and it comes from a place named Abercrombie in Scotland. The name is a compound of the Gaelic words Obar and Crombie. Obar means confluence or mouth of a river, and Crombie means bend or crook. So the mouth of the crooked river. So like know-it-all.
Somebody,
A crooked mouth.
somebody who's just like spouting off all the time. Won't
Yeah.
shut up
Yeah.
with knowledge.
An attractive, independent woman, Brick House from the 1970s versus Batty, origin 2010s.
A brick house.
I feel like this is
A brick house is more than an attractive, independent woman. I mean, listen to
the song that made it famous.
right. I mean, did the song make it famous, or was it already famous?
Well, the song definitely put it into our public consciousness. I I mean, the measurements of when
think it's-
when you put the measurements of a woman's body into the song lyrics,
Yeah.
it seems like the thing that you're thinking about most is her body,
Yeah. I think the word is
not her approach to life.
She's built and knows how to please.
Right.
Show enough can knock a strong man to his knees.
But I don't.
Ow,
but,
she's a brick house.
but I don't like it. I don't like it because I mean, how you can't objectify a woman more than calling her a literal house made of a certain material.
Yeah, that is an object.
I mean, that's as objectifying as you can get. But if you call her a baddie, now she is an attractive, independent woman. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Baddie's good, right?
She could be a baddie for all kinds of reasons.
Who are we to say? Chase, who are you to say? What's your?
I'm the producer.
That's right.
All right, what's your opinion?
Don't objectify women.
Don't objectify women.
Okay. All right. Now, when my mom was a strong, independent woman.
She was.
And she divorced her second husband.
Your mom's a baddie.
And she lived with him until he drew up the house plans for her new house, which then had to be built. So they just continued to live together, as did I, until the house was built. And I'll tell you right now, it was a brick house.
It was a brick house.
Yep, he designed it for her and had it built, and then she moved out. That's a brick house, baby. My mom's a brick house.
Yeah, your mom's such a baddie, she had a brick house built for her.
That's right. That's right. Carport, though.
It's quite a carport. Quite a carport.
It could port one car. 2-bedroom, Jack and Jill bathroom. Enter through one of two ways. There's two ways to enter that bathroom.
Yeah.
Like-
Right when you came in the front door, you could go to the left.
No, it was the side door. It was the carport door.
Oh, I mean, I consider that the front door.
Well, the
I
front
never
door's-
once came in your front door.
Well, no.
I came in the carport door.
That's because we had a chair in front of it. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah, it was a non-functional door.
well, it functioned. We just didn't function it.
You put a chair in front of it. What about a fire? It was a brick house.
It was a brick house. It can't burn.
You can't
That's
burn
right.
it down.
That's
You can't
right.
burn it down. You can try.
So I am actually sticking with brick house here for
But for positive reasons.
positive reasons.
How about money? Bacon, 1920s.
Bring home the bacon.
Bread from the 1960s.
That's nice.
or cheddar from the 1980s.
All of these are good, and bread and cheddar are the two candidates that we're going to consider here. Bacon,
Yeah.
it's almost.
Yeah. Bacon's out.
I don't know what this means, but it seems cheesy, if that makes sense. Even though cheddar is cheddar, bacon seems cheesy, but bread and cheddar.
Cheddar is like when you're talking about when you're bragging about how much money you have. But if you want to use it in like normal conversation, like
Got to get that
hey,
bread.
man, I got to get some bread. I got to get that cheddar. Still works, but like, hey man, you got any bread? You got any bread on you? You got any cheddar on you? Doesn't work. Maybe they can coexist, but we're definitely getting rid of bacon.
Bread is a really good word in general.
Bread is a great bread. Bread.
Think about it. Have you ever heard the word bread and been like,
No,
that
thanks.
made me less happy than I was a moment ago?
Right. Bread.
Want any more bread? No thanks. But you asking me that made me a little bit happier.
Bread. What about cheddar?
Cheddar. It's not as good. It's harder to say. Cheddar.
Cheddar.
It's good, but it's not great anymore now that I think about it.
I think I could say bread.
Bread.
We're saying
Start
bread.
saying bread.
Bread.
Bread. It is.
Bread.
It is.
Bread.
Join the Third Degree Annual Plan for your choice of one of the past quarterly items while supplies last through February 29th.